Speaking of Burning Sage.
And speaking of
Yes.
nunchuck swinging around, we are back. We're in. We are live, I think. Hopefully nothing wrong with our stream.
Yes.
The thing looks a little funny over there, but I think we'll probably be okay. Welcome back. 2 weeks out while we had some adventures in Adren, but we are back to Barovia, my friends. Previously, you all went and had dinner with Strahd in Ravenloft Castle. You got scurried by some dragons, some gargoyles, some creepy dude who had screamy voices in his head, and Strahd himself.
He got scared by food being thrown at him.
Indeed he did. As the cupcake soared magnificently through the air, it disrupted the illusion of Strahd, who was not even really there. It also disrupted negotiations. Deals, all sorts of deals were being made. Strahd wanted you to recover Irina, who has gone missing, and return her to him so she will be safe. And he wanted you to do all these things, and you guys wanted all kinds of things as well, including the skull. He wanted the Sword of Sunlight, Sergei's sword. You guys wanted a hospital and a meeting with the sisters and other things, but no deals were really agreed upon.
$1 million.
All of it was interrupted by a cupcake slinging through his head, and he just enraged said, "Get Irina back to me, that's a command," and poof, off he goes. And you ran and escaped the castle, found the skull, made a potion, made a potion that made Kahn strong enough to heft this massive dragon skull, which is larger than a person, and down to the portals where you were attacked by construct golems down in near protecting the portal, and narrowly, after some bickering and arguing over which one to use, got a gem into the portal, got it to open up, and dove in. And that's where we pick up today, as you guys fly through this magical portal. A number of things happen at once. You hear bangs and clangs, and the teleportation is not a smooth one. I have to roll 2 dice here. Okay, and you guys are deposited.
Just to clarify, though.
Yep.
So just to clarify, so we're not going to separate destinations. One portal is taking us all in the same one.
One portal is taking us all to the same place. Yes. The portal can only be active on one setting at a time. And so all of that was to determine which setting was on the moment you all dove through. And I'll tell you what, it's like taking an ice bath from the lukewarm castle Ravenloft into the frozen hills of Barovia somewhere. You all land face first in a few inches of snow on rocky edifice looking over the valley. Thick woods below in all directions, and thick clouds coming in. A storm is brewing. It would seem that Strahd's anger itself is reflected in a rather vicious storm heading in at this moment. You have no idea where you are. What are you guys doing? Oh, and one last piece that I really need to know from V is how long will the undead burgomaster remain such? Because you made a zombie last time, and he's still here.
Yes, I did. I'm looking that up. I think he lasts for
24 hours, I did. Maybe I might be wrong.
I think that's it, but I want to make sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Certainly more than an hour, so we'll have him for a little bit. Gives me a second to find the token for him. Not that we're officially on the map.
The creature is under your control for 24 hours, after which it stops obeying any command you've given it. To maintain the control of the creature for another 24 hours, you must cast this spell on the creature again before the current 24-hour period ends.
You got him for a day.
So, kind of approximately what time of day was it when we cast it?
Midnight. We'll round it off flat midnight. It was late, it was evening. We'll just round it off, call it flat midnight for easy math. Sound good?
Okay.
And it is still the night. It is dark, the storm is brewing, and it is cold as hell out here in the wilds of Barovia somewhere. a half runic symbol on the ground looks all broken and shattered, glowing for a moment, and then fizzles out to nothing. Not in a way that looks remotely normal or appropriate for such a spell, but here we are. What are we doing, gang?
Looking around
around?
for
Orienting.
something familiar.
Yeah, I was about to say, what does the surrounding landscape look like? You said it was snowy. It was like a flat cliff face kind of thing.
You're kind of on a cliff face, looking out
So we should go
downwards over a forest in most directions. Like I said, it's dark and the storm is coming in. We can make some perception rolls and see what we see. Whoever would like to do such, or if there's something else you'd like to look for, we can negotiate some other kind of roll. But at the very least for Doc, yeah.
Perception. I'll roll perception.
Yeah, I can do that.
Sure. Okay. 13. Okay.
I also rolled 13.
Who
Okay.
13's? The clouds are pulling in. Is there something you wanted to add to that, Kahn?
I also rolled an 18.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Kahn's a little better.
Okay.
All right, you guys are checking off areas. I'm
Lied.
kind of sectioning off areas to see what we might be able to tell.
22.
There you go.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
This is what, perception?
Perception.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
23.
23.
Damn.
Damn.
We'll take it as a
Kahn
group
literally
check.
says out loud, "Always got a one up, BV, don't you?" Because he says 22 out loud.
V really do say just get good.
Familiar, not so much. The Valley of Barovia is between two mountains. You're kind of a quarter of the way up one of them, but recognizable, a landmark at least. In all directions, you're seeing trees and rocks and stone columns jutting up into the air, as is normal in Barovia. But you do notice one is not a stone column. It's got a little spinning, a little motion to it, and it's kind of hard to see. It's far off, but as you squint through the forest, you notice a windmill. Not too far.
Oh.
It's out there, but it's not too far.
I
V,
thought a Nova stuck on it.
isn't that the place where we got this
Fought the
armor
dragon.
from?
Where we fought the dragon, then a sacred cannonball went through. Yeah.
That was it.
No,
How?
I was thinking it was Kazan's tower.
Place where we blew up the small skiff.
Yeah, no. We didn't. He did.
What?
Where he blew up the small skiff.
Yeah. We blew nothing up. Maybe you weren't there with us, actually.
I was
I
dead
don't-
after that.
Oh, it's where Esmeralda came from.
Yeah.
A windmill?
The stalker.
Isn't
I
that
thought
Kazan's
was
tower?
a tower too.
I don't think it was a windmill.
That was the one with the
Oh,
Up. down.
Yeah, I thought that was the same one. Yeah, it's the same one.
wait, it's a windmill?
A windmill.
I thought maybe not.
What you see is a
Maybe it was
This is
windmill.
news to me.
This is the same location.
Oh,
Well, we should head towards the spinny thing.
yeah. What are we debating about? Let's
What else are we
do it.
gonna do? You're gonna
Oh,
head
considering
in
the
the
fact
not
that-
direction of the
I could
Well, I
go
don't know
the
how long I
opposite.
can hold this skull up. I don't know
I
how long
could
this
go-
potion lasts.
I could
But
go the
hour.
opposite
let's definitely
way.
get somewhere safe soon.
Oh no. Oh fuck. Well, we better hurry up then.
Sure.
Yep.
Get
Awesome.
some wheels.
What's our marching orders?
In a
I'm
row.
middle.
Kahn says middle. Who wants to go
Fuck it,
first?
I'll go first.
Alan goes first. All right.
I'll go first.
I'll go last.
Call me who, because I'm going
And I'm
first.
middle.
All right. Cool. We'll do something like that. There we go. Oh, and I guess I can send a map to you guys.
Yes, please.
Though it's not a
That,
map.
that
It's
would
just
be
it's
what's
just-
helpful.
it's just an immersive image at this point. But we might have a map if it becomes relevant to have one. Man, come on, do the thing. Come on, baby. Go. All right, it's in the
Hear
side.
the roar.
Okay,
Yeah.
the thing in the mountains.
It's in the side
Was
notes.
the thing in the
chat.
mount is not like a bajillion?
In the
The
mount?
side note.
Side notes chat.
Oh my gosh.
I have
Side
to
note
keep.
chat.
I can't actually keep the chat associated with this video call open while I'm streaming, so I have to like move the videos to
Because
open that
then
chat.
it covers, yeah.
So I'm just gonna
course.
use that one. If you guys need to tell me something
Yeah.
that the party can
Yeah,
see,
you are.
he's there or DM me. Okay.
I can
Yeah.
move the black thing.
Yeah, just don't. It's there for reasons for later. I might need it. I might not, but
Okay.
leave it alone. I know you can move the black thing. I need like a little icon on my things that's like the little hand with a note. And like, don't do it, guys. I need it there for
Don't
reasons
touch.
later.
Not touch.
All right, heading down through the hills.
Probably still
Jalin,
gonna do it.
Yalin's up front. So, Jalin, I'm gonna need a perception check from you and Doc as well at the back of the order, as you guys are going through the
Wait,
woods.
who's the zombie?
Oh, there we go. There's a
That
good roll.
is the remains of Burgomaster Vargas Velakovic, who be consumed, ate, and reanimated as a zombie, as a pet zombie.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
rolled a
sure.
16.
Because that's a normal that's a normal day in Barovia. 16 up front, all right?
Yeah. Just Tuesday.
What are we rolling?
Perception check
Perception.
for the front and the back of the line.
Oh, okay. 10.
10. Awesome. So at the back of the line, you don't perceive anything coming from the rear. You're kind of keeping an eye out, but the storm is getting thicker and thicker by the minute. Jalin up front leading the party down through the woods. It is tough and treacherous terrain. Every step is another foot down in another direction. Hard to find sure footing. The trees get thicker and thicker as you guys are going through, and you're kind of pushing brush out of the way to get through. You get a glimpse of the windmill, and then you lose it again, and we have to keep kind of eye on that direction. But no danger. You are at a 16, you said, Jalin?
Yeah.
16 is enough as you're going through this thick area of woods. You notice you find a little, I don't want to call it a trail, but more like a deer trail. It's slightly worn section that allows you guys better traversal if you choose to follow it. It seems to be heading
Yep,
roughly.
I will do that.
Cool. You
I
guys
don't
are
want
making
those
good time.
please.
ankles.
Some dice rolls get to happen now on my end.
Yeah.
12.
And
All
that's
right.
when a giant spider comes in.
Ruxall. No.
That happened the other week.
It is.
Wait, how did trees have rocks? Fuck!
Yeah. The wind is getting stronger and stronger, whipping the trees back and forth. All of you think you see something in the woods lurking, and then you take a second look, and there's nothing there. You get that sense like there's danger all around you, but you can't see anything immediate. And in a little bit of a lull, there's a spray of leaves as a raven rushes out of a bush right next to you, like you walked right up on it, and lands on a branch nearby, and just kind of caws at you all loudly. You just
What the heck?
disturbed it.
I caught back at it.
Okay.
Oh.
Al, why didn't you tell me about that?
Would you like to make an intimidation check on the raven?
No.
Okay.
No, hold up. I do get something. I do got something for the raven though. Let me see. You know what? That's what I give it. I take a piece of silver and I go up to the raven and try to offer the silver to it.
It is absolutely going to be.
is
It's a fucking raven. Go ahead.
On is gonna go. Jalin, you might as well just give that to who it actually is, because I got a sneaking suspicion that might just be one of our friends. There's quite a few Ravenkind around here, so let's see if she can't
Maybe.
or he can't pop out. So come on, do the thing.
I hand the silver over.
The raven looks back and forth to you guys and picks at the silver and picks it up one time, tilts its head, and flaps its wings, flies back off into the trees for a minute, and seems to be gone for now.
Oh, wait, who was that?
That
Probably just a raven.
It feels very deceptive, considering the fact that I would have presumed it would have been someone from the Blue Water Inn, because all of those friends there are Ravenkind, as we all know very well.
So you think all ravens are the same?
No, it just happens to be anytime we interact with a raven, it seems to be a raven folk.
Do they fit the description?
Looking like a raven? Yes. It was to a T.
Chestnut.
For the moment, back to silence, continuing down the road. Down the road is not the right word. Through the woods, winding and weaving. Every now and then you catch a glimpse of the
Wooded trail.
Yeah, of a little bit of a trail. You catch a glimpse of a spinning windmill arm up over the trees. That way, it's quite larger than the trees and sticks out at on a fair edifice. So
Does it get louder as we get closer to it?
I mean, hearing it over the howling wind is probably tough. Snow begins to fall, and the trees are beginning to shake. In fact, I am going to need a group survival check.
Weird.
Survival.
Yeah,
are you sure you want a group one, pal?
I mean, you can do individual ones if you would like to.
No.
Suffer the burden of failure individually.
Let's do the group.
Yeah. Everyone else needs
21.
to succeed.
21.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's go with that one.
V, would you also do a survival check for your zombie? He counts as part of the group.
I got a
Does he
9.
have modifiers?
He's gonna be proficient.
Yeah.
He's undead.
I'm sure you've got a stat block for this guy somewhere, right?
He rolled a 15.
Okay, that's pretty good.
All right, I heard 15. I feel like I heard another number, but didn't internalize it.
12.
21.
9.
15, 21, 12.
5.
5. 15, 21, 12. 15, 21, 12. 5.
Hold
Okay.
up. I got a question. I still got that thick ass bear coat. Is it from the cold?
Right. If you still have the thick coat, I'll say you can roll it at advantage if you've still got the and that goes for anybody. If you still have your heavy winter gear that you picked up a while back, sure.
Guess what? I still rolled.
What's that?
I still rolled a 9.
If I even put that in my inventory.
Yeah, I don't recall that sticking around very long. I should have wrote those down as you called them out, because now I'm having to remember numbers. Overall, though, I'm counting a group success. DC is 10. Because we got 3 over 10, right? 15, 12, and 21. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. It's tough and treacherous, and you slip a few times, and somebody else grabs your arm, and like, we're good. It's all right. We got this. Pushing through, and after a good 20, 30 minutes of pushing through the tree line, bumping around, Kahn carrying a giant skull on his back. This is probably the hardest part of this. The ground levels out, and Jalin, you see it first. You step, and quite instantly you feel gravel beneath your foot, and you look left and look right. You might have missed it in an instant, but it's a narrow little road through the woods, leading quite away from your destination, but through the woods. The windmill is straight ahead, and the road is going right and left, perpendicular.
Let's go ahead and follow the road. Even if it is out of the way, it'll be better travel than through the thickets.
I mean, our final destination is not the mill, right?
Yeah,
We are trying to get to wherever the thing was, and I'm pretty sure it took us 6 hours to fly there.
I do want to ask for a recap on when we were going through these portals. What was said about this location by the portal?
This one said
it was all about stones, right?
Yeah, each stone had a phrase on it. This particular one said, "To the master's bride."
Okay.
However,
then maybe we have to go to.
However, Jalin, as you're kind of thinking about that, would you make an Arcana check for me?
It's a magical yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Maybe we'll all get some courage and a heart.
It's pretty low DC, all things considered.
18.
18, not too bad. Oh, actually, quite
18
good.
man.
Yeah, as you're thinking through the portal thing, right? You're like, I know I threw a gem in there. It said to the Master's Bride. How these things work? Portals are fixed locations, generally speaking, right? There's a portal built here and another one on the other. So, magic circles, teleportation circles. They're physical locations that take fucking 100 days to build of a wizard working, and it goes between these two fixed points. Where you guys came out was not a fixed point. You just came out in the middle of fucking nowhere, out of a half-broken portal. Magic is all about intent, and while the portal itself was mostly fucked up, the intent behind the magic is likely still in effect. So you got shunted out somewhere, but somewhere still related to where you were where it was the fixed location it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that, I don't know if that information is helpful in your thought process, but this is definitely a key aspect of like where you are now.
Hold up. Why am I the cowardly lion? If anything, I am
about
the
it.
scarecrow. I am the
No way.
scarecrow. I have no brains.
That's great.
Jalin would run for his life in 2 seconds.
How? Wait, what am I
Bail on all of
ever?
us.
What am I ever?
DM.
Yes, sir.
Do I... Actually, Kahn's just gonna randomly shout out that Ice Blood Elf's name and any of the other names that he remembers from that we met in the tavern. Silas, Maria, Brolin, and Barnabas. Those are
Would you
4
say
names
the
I've got written
name
down.
Of everybody we know?
Just shouting out
No,
names.
just that crew. Just to see, because...
Well,
just
I'm not understanding that, and I will start shouting the name of every other NPC we've known.
No,
How many
we-
NPCs
no.
do we remember? Let's go. This is a game now.
Oh, God.
Wait for everyone
Specifically,
you don't remember.
I ended up giving the Iceblood Elf my coat, as well as they helped us do a lot of things. They were an adventuring party.
Casimir.
It wouldn't be crazy to think that they might be in this area as well. Maybe
I
happy
remember that
circumstances. I don't know, but it's worth a shot if we meet anybody. I can't remember those big old stone giants' names either, but I mean,
Tweedledee and
Drink,
Tweedledum.
drink,
heck, they could be out here as well.
All right. Well, Kahn is just shouting names out over the mountainside.
What was the name of that one NPC that we were trying to tell everyone that's a whore?
Who
Oh,
remembers? Who remembers?
What?
Penny something. No, it was from Carmack. It was Carmack's assistant.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not
it was
driving
like-
assistant.
Nope.
Yeah,
It
it's
was,
No.
big. It was.
nope.
Well, no, I
Nope,
think
this was in
I think
Barovia
he
Village
became Carmack's assistant. Yeah, this was back in Barovia Village.
before we
Oh,
met
I'm not gonna
Carmack.
remember then.
Yeah. First village.
Yeah,
We got this.
it was this
Got this.
merchant shop we went to, and there was a big helper.
Yeah, I thought that was
And
Carmack's assistant.
Oh, at the
Not the-
beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puh.
It was before
I
Carmack.
thought it was something Penny.
This was Bildrat's
Pu-
assistant.
Yeah.
Bildrat's mercantile back in Barovia Village before V joined
I
us.
thought it started with a P.
Yeah,
I agree.
His brother's name started with P.
Oh, his brother's name. started with P.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember.
It's okay. It's okay. Harry Wimple.
No, I'm
There it
thinking
is.
Barry Periwimple.
Terry Wimple.
Penny Periwimple. Dang it.
You got it.
Periwimple!
Terry the Platypus.
You guys are just shouting out everybody you've ever met over the woods, and start to follow the road. I'll tell you that the minutes tick by and feel like hours, and the wind gets stronger and stronger, and the chill is starting to sink through your guys' coats and armor. Even the thick bear coat is not doing too hot. It's real chilly. But you hear a
It's a polar
Rhythmic-
bear coat.
a rhythmic little thumping noise around off in the direction on the road ahead of you. A little a little quapping of hooves, likely a little wagon or something heavy, just around the next corner, kind of heading your direction. What are we doing?
Let's head there.
Okay.
All right. You guys brazenly walk down the road, and sure enough, around the next bend of this road comes a little mule carrying behind it a little wagon with a lady sitting on the back, a big old cloak.
We don't want your damn brownies, lady.
And
I do.
Wait, yes, you do. You love those things.
I love those things.
Give me a headache last time.
Yeah. Well, eat more.
Hey.
It'll fix it.
Irina, get off that stupid thing.
Not Irina.
I'm going through my notebook.
Hey! You got any more brownies?
Sure enough, it's Morgan, the old lady that we've met once or twice. Purchased some brownies from. Goes, oh,
Told you.
hey there, lads. Oh, good to see you. Awful cold out, isn't it? What are we doing out this side?
A bit. Hey, you got any more brownies?
Not with me. I'm heading back to I'm heading back home to resupply. Come along if you like. It's awful cold out.
Where
I
did
was
you
about
come
to say,
from?
you mind giving us a
Yeah,
ride?
could we get a ride?
Kind of looks at the wagon, looks at all of you, looks at the giant skull, looks at the zombie. Sure, why not? Hop in. Oh,
Sure, why not?
oh, Beatrice doesn't mind, do you, girl? The donkey kind of groans miserably. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Come on, it's right there. It won't be far. We'll get you all settled in for the night and get you on your way. Just getting back from Vallaki, it was quite a haul. We sold the whole batch.
Oh wait, so you mean Valaki's that way?
Yes, about a day and a half's travel with a wagon. We'll get you off on your way in the morning. Come on. And starts pulling all in, and the skull in particular, I think, realistically, 6 adventures.
I'm gonna have to walk.
You're gonna have to walk. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm walking. I already understood that. Like,
Okay.
Yep. Well, I've got Al to keep me company. I'll just be in the back.
What's
Go on
up,
ahead.
sir? I shall.
I'm fine.
I shall fly up on top of the skull and relieve you of its burden.
I don't. Can you fly? You're a goo.
I will climb up on top of the. No, well, I can't fly in that case. I will wrap my gooey arm around you and whisper affirmations into your ear as we. Sure,
I don't want your goo arm. I don't. Nope. Let's just tell me a story, Al.
Damn right you don't, because you are a strong, independent adventurer.
Okay.
Nothing stops you. Off you go. Are we going with her? I mean, as we're loading up, we're going along.
Kahn sees the rest of the party going with her, so he's like, I guess we're going this way. We don't even know where this way is, but we're going this way. I know Valaki's that way. aka the opposite direction.
True. Yeah, you guys load up. The wagon moves much slower, but after a few minutes down the road, tilts off into the woods. It seems like it's just going between two trees. The donkey knows where it's going, and just right off into the forest. The path it takes is weaving and strange and nonsensical, but the donkey seems to know the way, and old Morgan chats amiably with you guys all the way. Oh, it's so great to have company on the road. I tell you what, I get so confused sometimes. I'm glad old Beatrice knows the way, because I'm not sure.
Well, sometimes.
Ah,
That'd be a strong-ass donkey.
yes, oh yes, she's a mighty one, isn't she? Aren't you, girl?
You got a name?
Beatrice. Beatrice
She
is
got
a
a
name.
name? Beatrice. Okay, that's a nice name for a donkey.
Yeah, she's got the soul of a giant, I tell ya. Anyways, off we go.
Like you fed it to her?
No, I'm not sure how I would do that.
Never mind her.
Do you
The
think
soul of a
it's
giant. Does that mean she can carry that giant skull?
probably not along with all of us, but probably she's a bright, hearty beast.
On's multiple steps behind. He's been like, no, at this point, I've taken it this far. I'm finishing the freaking job.
I'll give you a gold, Kahn. I'll give you 5.
I'll give you some
Okay.
washing machine activities here in a second. God, I
Well-
gotta.
Here I am trying to be helpful.
He just starts pelting you with coins.
I'll feed you to the ass.
Oh man, please, she's on a very strict
Wanna hit someone
diet.
on the nose?
She can't be eating things like adventurers. That's terrible for her. It'll ruin her figure, and not good. We have to. She'll eat anything you
Right,
put in
it's
front of
not
her.
very
But not,
nutritious.
You're worried,
anyways,
you're worried
we're
about
really
a
there.
donkey's figure?
We rely on her. She gets me back and forth. She gets us back and forth all over the valley. Speaking of which, we're nearly
You don't
home.
want to learning to eat clients.
This is true. The donkey kind of stops for a moment and goes, "Aw," before this little wooden gate. That just Morgan hops off and waddles over, and it's kind of a older lady, and pushes it open, and goes, shoot, and there's a couple of ravens sitting on the fence, on this wooden fence, and get on out of here, be gone, nasty birds, get, shoot, go away. They're always.
Yeah, I like ravens.
I know, they're awful pretty birds, but they're always stealing things. I tell you what, you give them a present, they never leave you alone. Don't ever give them a present, it's bad luck. Anyway, come on.
You don't say.
Everyone's looking at me. What?
Yeah, everyone turns and looks at you immediately.
Yep. Oh, do the ravens.
On's 50 feet behind. He just senses it, though.
The ravens are just shouting and cawing and making all kinds of noise as you guys progress through
My
there.
response. My response. I'll fucking do it again.
They seem rather hopeful.
I toss another silver coin to one of the ravens. See if they catch it.
Yeah, they'll swoop in and grab
Jalin,
the
the
coin.
next one I feed to you.
And the ravens kind of land on the carriage now. There's 2 of them kind of insistently just making noises at you guys. Specifically you, Jalin. The one that took the coin flies off to stash it in its trove somewhere. And then comes back
I
and
put
is
my
like,
arms. I'll put my arms down to see if they climb up my arms.
make an animal handling check. You guys thought you were coming for D&D. Woods and ravens is more like it.
No, I liked it more when
I-
animals didn't want to come near.
I rolled a 9.
9. Not great. You kind of try to hold your arms out, and they start to kind of poke around. Do you have any kind of like, I don't know, baubles or jewelry, rings, or anything of that nature on? If so,
Not
they'd be going
really.
after it.
Just
Otherwise,
clothes.
yeah, they start poking at your clothes, but they're not climbing up on you. They're just like looking in your pockets, and start digging around. One of them grabs a dagger off of your hip, and starts kind of pulling at it.
I grab the dagger and I bonk it with it. Hey, don't steal my stuff.
Raven kind of stops, and
You know
all
what?
of them part as you bonk the Raven. They all kind of float off, shouting and yelling at you guys noisily as you proceed in. None of them pass the gate. They all stop there. So as the donkey pulls you guys through, the Ravens are stopped behind, just cawing in anguish at you as you pass. Kahn, you're the last one to pass by all these Ravens that are like just shouting and making noises like crazy.
Wait, I want to interact with the ravens too.
By all
Let's not
means,
get
you've got a
too
moment.
far ahead here.
Yeah, by all means, what would you like to do?
I want to show them the picture, my memento. Or sorry, it's not a picture. It's Bubba's claw.
Bubba's claw. Where did we get Bubba's claw? Oh,
My
memento.
War,
Right.
my war hero homie.
Yes. Okay. Are you kind of offering it to him?
And no, I'm gonna show it to him, and I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna also hold out a gold coin too.
Okay. Show them the claw and the gold coin. I can think of many of ways they might respond to that. I'll roll it out to determine.
I think Doc still he knows Bubba's dead, but he's not. He's kind of slightly in denial about it.
Awesome.
So every now and again, he gets a little delusional. He thinks maybe the Ravens might help him out.
The Ravens look at you sideways. One of them plucks the gold piece from your hand. Obviously, they like gold. But the rest of them look at the claw very reverently, and they sort of kind of like duck their heads down a little bit, and they quiet down and they look at the claw. One of them flies off. If you give it just a moment longer, they'll all sort of be just watching you just intently. Their little sideways head thing, all very passive. Before the other one comes hopping out of the woods, dragging a little skeletal hand out of the woods. Kind of hops on top of this hand, kind of trying to show it to you.
All right, Doc takes the hand and gives it to V.
Oh my god.
It's just kind of like, I think you might want this.
Thank you. I don't like them still, but thank you. I like the bones.
You
I'll
receive the
I'll
hand.
take 4 more silver pieces. I'll take 8 more silver pieces and distribute them.
Oh my god. Just passing out silver pieces. The ravens are just getting madder and madder, and just this the more you give to them. V, as you take the hand, you realize it's a very small hand, and pop it into your bag. Like this hand fits in the palm of your hand.
Like a kid's hand or a raccoon's hand?
Yeah.
Can we
medicine
do
check?
I mean, is it human? Can I tell?
check?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, both of you guys could do a sort of a medicine check, I think.
Medicine check?
That sounds right. To identify
Perfect.
bones, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
Yeah. 18?
18. Very good. Both you guys recognize the structure of the bones. This is a human hand.
All right, Doc's gonna just slowly back up until Kahn and Jalin what was just discovered.
On just got there. He's breathing heavily, being like,
It can wait.
okay, so,
Think of a way to get all these damn birds off our ass, unless you want to end up like one of these poor children.
They're just screaming and shouting.
what children? What?
They're my minions.
And that's what you
I kind of
think.
want to know if there's the rest of the
Hey,
rest
Al,
of the
can you
cake.
talk to him?
Who? Oh, Al. Oh. Fuck. Can an unfamiliar actually... Does a unfamiliar have the ability to speak with animals? That's a great question.
So it is just an unfamiliar, but it's the raven. So specifically, it should be able to. I think logically, it should be able to speak with the raven because it keeps all of its natural stats of the animal itself.
Mm.
It does not. It
it's
has
got
its own stat block.
Common, undercommon, correct.
It's
yeah,
got...
I
yeah.
lied. I was mistaken.
Yeah.
I was thinking something else.
Yeah.
I just saw it has common and undercommon.
No, the caster can choose the shape of the familiar, but the familiar is a undead spirit, not the spirit of a raven specifically. You could
Okay.
potentially summon Al in the form of a rat or a cat or something else.
I would never. That's disrespectful.
Very good, sir.
Al, speak
can
to them in undercommon. See what happens.
Okay. He does.
I can speak it as well, but I just want you to do it.
Okay. In undercommon, he says, "Hail thee, birds of the feather, who are here, bringing gifts from the woods and taking all of our money, and yelling at us loudly. Hello.
What do they do?
I'll make a. You'll make an animal handling check for Al using his stat block.
Mhm.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. He's an ooze, so it was a nat 1.
They don't like it. They don't like it. Ooze
Yeah.
Raven, they are very
I'm still holding this skull, so I can't grab him.
Yeah.
Does someone want to grab him before it gets worse?
Like
Please.
I said, the ravens won't cross the fence. So until you cross the fence, there's ravens kind of landing on your shoulders on the skull itself, kind of poking at you a little bit.
Then screw that. I'm absolutely crossing the fence. Get off of me.
They're kind of pulling at your shirt, dragging, and they finally flop off. You get inside. Everybody else, are we going in?
Yeah.
So then,
Further
question.
Sorry, I was perusing a list of things.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Where are we going into?
There's a fence, the gate. The ravens won't cross
Alright.
past it. They won't go on the other side. So if they, the Morgans got them well trained. I've taught them they ain't allowed in here. They can do what they want out there, but they ain't allowed to come in here. It's my fence, my house. But yeah, they won't come in through the gate. So we're kind of going in as the ravens are getting more and more agitated.
Okay.
Additionally,
Once Kahn steps in
Yeah.
and he notices all the ravens are gone, he steps back out.
there's
See
still
what if the ravens come back on him.
well, they're just outside the fence. They're just not. It's a wooden fence. They're just not flying on the other side. That's all. So yeah,
That's what I'm telling you, though.
They
Kahn
don't, like-
realizes that there's like a force field of difference between one side of the fence and one not. And so he's stepping into it and being like, wait a minute, something's not right here, and stepping back and seeing what happens.
Raven's back on you, poking and clawing and messing with you. They won't like.
Can I make a
You guys give
concoction?
them a shit ton of money. But yes, yeah. What's that? Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
can I do a concoction?
Absolutely. What would you like to make?
Caffeine extract.
Jack these birds up on caffeine.
You're gonna have to
I
remind me what
have
that
a
does.
very
It's like a remedy for status defects.
Okay, status
I have a
defects
very
like
fucked up idea.
like blindness, charmed, paralyzed, things like that, right?
Right.
Excellent. You make it. That's a class feature. You can just do that.
Okay. Thank you.
What fucked up thing do you have in mind, Jalin?
We'll see later when it's relevant.
Okay. Well, the wind is getting louder and louder. Snow is starting to fall a little bit thicker, and it's just pelting you guys. Little chunks of hail are starting to fall. It's getting nasty, and Morgan is not having any of this. She's like, we gotta get inside real quick. This is gonna get real bad this evening. Come on. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
listen
no,
here
that
there,
way.
Morgana. I don't trust you.
that way.
And
Okay.
this is giving me real bad vibes, but I don't really have any other choice, so here we go.
Good enough.
Here we go.
Onward. Morgan hops back up on the carriage and pulls this jacket around her and pets Beatrice and says, "Come on, girl, come on, let's go." And it pulls you guys. The donkey pulls you guys through, and before too long, around a corner of trees, and you see the windmill, up in the right on the stony edifice, overlooking the valley, 4 stories tall and pretty dark. And this little clearing around the windmill is pretty neatly maintained. There's what looks like might have been gardens, now has blankets and stuff pulled over it for the storm coming in. All of this, and a little shed around the side where the donkey goes into, and Beatrice ties up the donkey, offloads the cart, pulls it in. It's like, come on. We best get inside quick. Oh wait, I need to grab something. No, I've got one around here somewhere. And she pulls out a little, finds a lantern amongst everything, and she checks it. It's like, good, still got oil. Good. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Coming along.
On just continuously, outwardly is like, yep, nope, this is something stinks here. You're gonna try to kill us. I don't trust you. I don't like this.
That's
I
you.
like the Ravens. I think they're trying to help us. I just don't have any other option. And he's like he's just like, "Hey, you know what, Morgan?
That's very
Listen,
crypt- that's
I'm
very
gonna
mean.
I think you're fake. I think you've got a spell on you, and I'm gonna try to get you to drop it. So if I attack you at some point, just let you know it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana check to see
My
if
goodness.
any of that.
Okay, you're trying to
gonna
detect
go
any
roll.
sort of magical stuff? Sure.
Just to make Kahn feel better.
Doc's gonna give him guidance
Okay.
on that.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
So what do I roll?
Pats
for
you on the
guidance?
shoulder.
Adds a D4.
1d4 extra.
I roll a 17.
17 total with the guidance?
Yes. It's 14 without it.
Yeah, and you're looking for... What are you looking for here? What specifically?
See if she's magical, she casts any magical spells, or if there's anything enchanted in the premises.
Yeah, the arcane sense situation, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure. As you check, she kind of like recoils a little bit. She's like, whoa. He just said he's gonna attack me. Don't attack me. And you touch her, and she is
Holding a giant dragon skull. I'm going to attack you.
with 17. I will tell you that what you are able to tell is she is able to cast spells and is under the influence of a spell right now. Now it might be beneficial, it might be detrimental, it's hard to tell. Something like something is on her at this moment, and she has the ability to cast things.
The
That's true.
source?
You're not
Do I
able to tell
see
the
source
source.
of the magic?
Yeah, it's not hard. You can't see the
I'm
source.
gonna make another potion
Sort of like somebody
and
could
give
cast
it to her.
sort of like somebody could cast Charm Person or Haste or anything, right? There's lots of spells you could cast on somebody. One such spell is affecting her right now. Anyway, a potion that you're gonna give her.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the quit being a bitch potion.
I don't think that's one of our potions that we've created.
Yes, it is.
I don't remember it, at least.
Yes, it is. That's
It
on the
suspends
list.
the effects of a curse for one day.
Actually, there is another thing I want to use. I want to use my Divine Sense.
Oh, sick. Tell me what that does while I contemplate the implications of the quit being a bitch potion. Suspends a curse for
The presence of strong evil registers on my senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in my ears. As an action, I can open my awareness to detect basically any celestial or fiendish magic.
Celestial and Fiend are the types.
Celestial Fiend or Undead.
Celestial Fiend or Undead. Okay. Cool.
It has to be within 60 feet of me.
Cool. Celestial
And
Fiend
it's
and
not
Undead.
behind total cover.
There is a zombie next to you. And it stinks and it reeks. And as you shoot the sense out, like, boom, fucking zombie. Right there is Undead. Celestials, no. And Fiends, also no. The rest is quiet. No Celestials or Fiends. Doc, you're making the quit being a pitch potion, and Morgan is hightailing it to the house. She is not sticking around. She's like, we gotta get inside, it's cold. Obviously.
Y'all have gone paranoid. I've never met this woman, but she looks
Yeah. But I look at
creepily
me.
normal to me.
Look,
What's the big...
I don't think she's up to anything. Hey, Kahn, there's nothing weird about it. I did my magical magical detection bullshit. There's nothing. There's no. I also am a paladin recently, so there's no fiendish undead.
Just had
besides
to
this one.
plant that around, didn't you?
So when
Paladin, you know.
we nap, or whenever something
angel
happens,
magic.
when we go into this house and she tries to kill us, I'm just gonna be saying when I slice her head off, I told you so.
Look,
I'm just letting you know
she
that's what
might
I'm
try
gonna
to
do.
She might try to kill you in a normal way, but she ain't gonna kill you in a magical way.
If anything that I've learned in this godforsaken however long it's been months in this freaking hellscape of a land, trust the ravens.
They didn't try to. Oh.
They literally tried to pull me away from going into the house. So I'm just saying, I just got a feeling. So,
But you guys
just so
have
you guys
been
know.
here before.
Oh no, never been here before in my life.
We met her. We didn't.
But
Got
you've met-
replaced.
Oh, yeah,
was
we
she
bought-
different then?
I don't know.
We did fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was different because we were ignorant.
I bought brownies from her. She's fine.
I've seen your brownies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
All right. Yep. Come on, Morgan. That doesn't want to kill us. Let's go into your house. Whoop-hoo.
That won't fit through the door. Sorry. And she,
Yeah, you
Tough
have to leave
nuts.
that up.
It's gonna fit.
I'm being legitimate. Like the skull is twice the size of the door. It's a small door into a windmill. It won't fit inside the door. I can't emphasize enough how.
Kahn stays outside.
He's not going in.
Yeah, Kahn's not leaving that skull.
I guess
Okay.
you're sleeping outside. You're scared of the
Yeah.
house anyway.
Yeah, it kind of works. You can use the skull as a house.
As Morgan goes inside, she
You know what? I
works.
might be able to actually.
She works and works and works and tries to hit some little flint rocks together and tries a little match or something, and finally gets it. And the lantern that she was carrying finally lights up and goes, ha ha ha, there, got it, finally, okay. Hangs it up in the center. The center room of the windmill is very small, but nice enough. There's a table in the middle, bread baskets around, things like this. Little windows with little plants in them, and a staircase leading upstairs. A couple of chairs. Kahn,
Morgan.
I sort of like the image that Kahn tried to walk inside and the skull just didn't go, and he's just like in the door, like nope. But yes.
Yeah,
Doc's gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh,
So Morgan,
Yeah.
what kind of magic do you do?
Magic. Oh, you're a tricky boy,
Yeah.
aren't you? You're playing games. I do. I dabble. I have to. My daughters are more interested. I'll tell you. Really,
Oh, yeah?
much more interested than I am. But we've dabbled quite a bit. Little things, Try to keep the
How'd
windmill
your
turning.
daughter?
Oh, Ophelia and Bella. They're 23 and 25, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I'm sure they're here. Dear Ophelia, Bella, are you home? Are either of you home? It should be. It's awful cold out.
Kahn hears any of this, he is mocking her.
What a great guest you are.
I'm outside with the skull.
You could have went in. They invited you.
Like,
I couldn't have the skull.
Just
You
leave
could
it
leave.
outside.
After all we went through, there's no shot.
All right, Doc gonna make another potion while he's in the bathroom.
all right.
That's not.
You have quite a few of them. You've made quite a few potions, but haven't administered any at this point, right?
That's right.
Okay, just making sure you're keeping track of like what you have. Don't want you to lose them. Cool.
I put them in my inventory.
I don't know that there's a bathroom. I'm thinking about like spatially.
Chamber pot?
There is now. There's an imaginary little room with a bathroom. Yes, there's a bathroom. You're fine. They have a bathroom. Of course they
I was
do.
about to say,
3 ladies living
I
in a
feel like there's
window in the
at least a
middle of
chamber
nowhere.
pot.
They've got a bathroom. Probably multiple.
He's gonna take this potion, unnamed potion number 2,
Mm-hmm.
and turn invisible for 1 minute.
Oh shit! Oof, you're invisible. This might be a good time to use this piece over here. There we are. Excellent. Okay. Just so I can keep track of where everybody is. This makes life a lot easier. You guys are here. Kahn's in the door. Zombie came inside too, I
What are we
take
looking
it?
at?
On the map. And Doc is in the bathroom, the magical, invisible bathroom that doesn't really exist.
The bathroom is magic.
Oh, I see.
He is on the first floor.
If you go inside of it, you become invisible.
Yeah. I'm going to draw a bathroom on the map. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Bathroom. That was tiny. Bathroom. There we go.
Nice.
Okay, that'll help me keep track of where everybody's at. Yeah, as you're in the bathroom, Morgan is shouting out, and you do hear from upstairs a delicate voice. Yes, Mama. I'm here. I'll come on down right now. And down the stairs comes a lovely young lady. Dark hair, same as Morgan. Simple, peasant's clothes. She goes, hello. Oh, guests! We have guests. Oh, that's so nice. Come on in. It's nice to meet you all.
I do arcane sense.
Arcane sense on her? Sure, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say it's like a handshake, because arcane sense requires a touch, right? She gracefully shakes all of your hands, right?
And what do I gotta do?
She give me an Arcana check, firstly. There's some stuff that you will automatically get, but Arcana check is to reveal other things.
$16.
16. All right, with 16. Very similar to what you detected from Morgan. She has the ability to cast magic, and she is under the effect of a spell right now.
She's under effects too. Okay.
It's so nice to meet you all. It's we don't get guests very often, especially such strange, very strange guests. I don't think that one's alive. Mama, is that all right? Is that one okay?
No.
Oh, it's not okay.
No, he's dead.
That's quite unfortunate.
Well, Gun. In a way.
I see.
Just a
Does
little
he have to sleep
kid.
outside?
Well, he is kind of dripping a little bit. I'm taking a terrible mess. I don't like that, but it would be.
Well,
Do you
in the
have a
bathroom.
towel? A blanket?
I'm sure
He's
we have some.
pretty good. He's been just hanging out, so he won't cause
Body
trouble.
trained.
And he's potty trained. That's nice. Okay, that'll be fine then. I guess that's fine. Mama, are we? How did the sales go in Blocky? And Morgan kind of laughs. Everyone sold. Everybody loved them. Just good. What did we get? And Morgan kind of sighs. Says, gold. You know how it is. All they gave us was gold. Lots of gold. I'm happy for the gold though. It'll help keep us through the cold days. All right, very good. They're talking shop a little bit. Should I start another batch? Yes, absolutely. Get another batch going. I'm worried our supply might run out, so it'll be okay. On and on and on. They're just chattering. They're just.
Getting more brownies.
Oh yes, that's what keeps
My
us
friend
afloat out here.
said something about brownies.
That's what keeps us busy out here. We make brownies.
Cool.
Make
Really
pastries.
good brownies.
Yeah, dream pastries. They're called. We call them. They make people feel good. It's awful dreary in these lands. If you haven't noticed, people need a little distraction.
Do you invoke any deities or magic to bake these brownies?
Deities? Oh, deities? Heavens no. Those,
Magic?
the people in town do a lot of praying to gods and things and like that, but I find they're not too helpful. Yeah, we can't be giving you our secret recipe. The magic, if you know what I'm saying. Just a pinch. But we must get you guys warm and somewhere to sleep. Where's your sister? Where's? Oh, she's gone out for a little bit to get some other things. She'll be back soon, I'm sure. Okay. I'm chattering.
Where does she normally go?
Hey,
Maybe I
DM,
could check out.
Yes, sir.
I made a mistake. I was looking at old list of potions, but the new one does different things.
Oh no.
Which one?
I
Yeah.
would say I would prefer the newer version, but if there's something from the older version that you want to use for
Okay.
today, it's cool.
Well, I already turned invisible.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually
let's keep that one, and then
that one.
we'll decide on the other ones that I made. If I can just replace them with something I see here.
For the
Sound
moment, yeah, for the moment you're invisible for a minute. Yeah, sounds great. And while they're all kind of chattering, and the daughter is kind of chatting with them, what are you doing while invisible, Doc?
Well, I was gonna use that potion that removes curses, but I don't have that. That's not on this old list.
If
You guys sharing what you're trying to do? Like the removing curse or stuff?
No.
That's pretty quiet.
But oh wait, cursed elixir. No, that's not gonna do. All right, I'll just go walk around the house invisible for a little bit then, and see if I'm gonna investigate anything that looks out of the ordinary or of concern that there's something strange going on.
Awesome. As I said, the windmill is real small. So you're gonna sneak through here. Oh, man, let me get rid of some of this stuff so that I can move you properly. There we go. The first floor is where everybody is. It's about less than 20 feet, circular room with stairs leading upstairs. Stairs leading upstairs, obviously. You're trying to go upstairs, or yeah, like that's the area we haven't explored yet. Okay.
Sure.
Cool. I am gonna ask for a dexterity-based check of some sort. I'm thinking like a sleight of hand. Because this is a tightly packed room that has 6 people in it. You're gonna kind of like, even though you're invisible, you're like trying to get around everybody to go up the stairs that she just came down. You know what I mean? Trying to move through a tight packed room without touching anybody and giving yourself away, right? So a dexterity check or sleight of hand check would make sense. Maybe acrobatics would also, I guess, would do.
He's gonna be like Spider Cat. He's gonna climb on the roof ceiling.
Spider cat. Spider cat. That is. Wait, can I do an acrobatics check?
Yeah, I'm good with acrobatics.
Okay, 15.
15. 15 is enough. Yeah, it gets close for a moment. You just graze the daughter's hair, but don't touch her quite, and make your way up the stairs. Move you to floor 2. Slowly. Go. Come on. Get over there. Here we go. All right, my computer is really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, up here, the dirt-caked windows allow very little light to enter this 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. A stone staircase continues upwards toward the next room. This room is pretty nondescript. There's a couple of maybe what used to be a landing, like a balcony outside, but is crumpled away. But this is a large grindstone, and there's some implements around. There's also powder all over the floor and a apron stained and powdery on the wall right next to you, like as soon as you come up first thing.
Powder?
Yeah.
I can do a medicine check on the powder.
Sure.
It is... Oh, wow. Plus... 16.
16. 16 is pretty good. The powder, you kind of start testing it, you scoop some up and you're playing with it. It could be some sort of like baking powder of some sort, or flour, maybe, but then you touch your tongue to it real quick, and it's got this sour tone to it. This is not that. As you're not sure what the powder is, but it's no ordinary cake powder, no ordinary flour. Kind of following around, you look at the apron on the wall, turn it around, and it is not just caked in this white powder, but also there are blood stains across this apron that's hanging on the wall.
I'm gonna put some in a vial and put it in my inventory.
Excellent. I'm gonna make a note about that because that could be a thing later. Cool.
Strange white powder.
Strange white powder from the mill. Yeah, as you're sorting through all that downstairs, what's going on downstairs? I'd love to know.
Well, I ask, where's your daughter normally go to get stuff?
Oh, she's.
I can go check it out if you need me to.
Might be a good idea. She'll be back soon, I'm sure. She's a rough and tumble sort. She likes to get out and explore and such. What can I say? She gathers the wood for fires and stuff, and any kind of material we need to run the mill to make our delicious treats. So I'm surprised she's out so late, but how much longer do you think? Oh, not long at all. She'll be back soon. She said it was a quick journey. She had her coat and her axe and everything. She'll be back soon. Oh, okay. And they're chatting. Probably best we stay here.
I'm gonna head out.
You sure?
I'm gonna head outside.
It's awful cold out there.
Yeah, no.
Okay, you'll have to kind of like Kahn will have to move aside to let you go outside.
As I do this, besides our footsteps, do I see any other footsteps in the snow?
Yes. I had to roll on that to see exactly how this would play out. Yes, you do see another set of footsteps heading off into the woods.
I follow those footsteps.
Okay. Excellent. As you're heading down, following these footsteps, Jalin is heading away. I'll circle back to that in a moment. V and Kahn, what are you guys up to?
I think I'm actually gonna hang around. I don't know these people. Something is definitely a little bit weird, but also kind of fun to just experience. Kahn and I have our differences, but I am not going to just completely ignore like everybody's or his specifically little opinion about this place or opinion about these people right now. I mean, we've done enough adventures to kind of understand, hey, like, I mean, also maybe they're paranoid now after Strahd's castle. I don't know, but I am gonna rely a little bit. So I'm just wanting to keep my eye open around there. I haven't seen Doc inside, but also that's like us. If we feel, if we feel like, oh, yeah, sure, it's gone
right,
for a bit.
He might just be pooping. I suppose the bathroom door had to like open and close during his visit. It's like,
nah.
Maybe he's just airing it out. It's fine.
Yeah, he was airing it out. It's good.
Yeah.
Damn, better than Charles ever would do.
I'm going to pull out of my bag the little child hand or whatever it was that I just got gifted. I'm gonna just fiddle around with it and watch carefully for reactions.
Off Rose for a second, but we're back now. Insight check.
Inside. Oh yeah. Dirty 21.
Ooh, boy.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, wisdom, that's my forte.
This is Morgan and Ophelia. Awesome. Okay. As you pull out the hand, they both kind of like do well. Ophelia in particular, she is very prim and proper. Got a flower in her hair somewhere, probably very dainty sort. There's like a kind of like that a hand. That's gross. Probably not as gross as a zombie, but beneath that, with a high enough check, higher than theirs, beneath that initial like surprise and disgust, a hand. There's like an irritation, like that's frustrating. Like the way you look at the cat when they chew on something up, you know what I mean? Like they're not happy about that. They're masking it very well, but they don't like that. They're not thrilled about the fact that you have that. But they're not pressing the issue at the moment.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Like, yeah. Like, is there some kind of reaction that's not the normal that I get? Whew.
Well, best bring down some mats for our guests so they can sleep something warm. Let's get them taken care of, yes? Julia goes, oh, yes, of course, I'll get some blankets right away. Heads back upstairs. Morgan sets the lantern in the center of the room, kind of turns it up, and the room, which was cold before, starts to warm up slightly. It's a small lantern, but, all the bodies packed in here. It's getting warmer. And Ophelia's heading upstairs. I think we got to jump back to Doc. What are you doing, man? As you're looking around,
going back downstairs.
Okay. As you're looking around here, there's another set of stairs going up and the stairs going down, and as you conclude your investigation, you hear Ophelia starting to come up the stairs. So you can kind of like easily bypass her and go back down. But she is on her way up to the next floor.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bypass her and
Cool.
Go back down and be inconspicuous as I can.
Awesome. I like to imagine you go back in the bathroom and come out normal.
Yeah, there we go. Just like that.
With less bodies in the room, no check this time, you get by easily enough. The door opens and closes one time. It's like, oh, must be a really bad one. Oh my.
Quick, Doc, make fart noises.
Awesome.
Kahn outside is I think he would have grabbed Al. And can Kahn see any windows outside?
Yes, there are windows up the side of the window. A few.
Kahn would have thrown Al as high as he possibly could onto the wall and been like, hey man, climb up as high as you can, look in all the windows, tell me what you see.
Yes, sir. Ooze lighting up the wall. Off he goes.
So I threw him up as high as I could to kind of help give him a little bit of a head start.
Oh yes.
And then
I love it.
Yeet.
He gets to the second floor windows first, and easily enough, it's your first throw, and he's looking in, and he describes very much what I told Doc about. A mill, a grindstone, powder on the floor. Seems to be a where they grind the powder and make their pastries. This is that room.
And I would have told him, don't care. Give me something interesting, Al.
All right. The young lady appears to be heading upstairs as well. I see her. She just went up the stairs to the next floor. I'm in pursuit.
Taylor.
Taylor. Oh, yes, sir. I'm on it. Checking.
Just imagining this little flubber.
Cue the Mission Impossible music, right?
Yeah.
Wait, because it's cold, would he start getting like a little frosty?
Yeah, he's starting to. Whenever he holds still, it's starting to freeze a little bit. But he's doing all right. He's got little
I gotta
chunks,
keep moving.
chunks of ice in him. Yeah, I like it. I have to actually see what's on the third floor. I'm ready for this. I really am.
Are you?
Believe it or not. Does a unfamiliar have dark vision? I don't think it does.
Probably not.
An unfamiliar?
Mm-hmm.
I have to find it in our doc. We're just gonna say no for right now because I'm not gonna be able to find it fast enough.
A custom spell from farreachco.com. Stay tuned for our upcoming developments on that. Yeah, okay. For today, he does not have dark vision. The first floor was the second floor was pretty dark. To reiterate, I don't think I emphasized this, Doc. There was no light on the second floor. It was dark, but you're able to kind of figure out.
I can see in the dark.
You have dark vision. Yeah, that's why I didn't feel like I needed to mention that, but now it's relevant. Second floor. He's looking through the window. Says she seems to have entered. It's awful dark in this. Looks like probably linens or laundry or something on the floor. Yeah, yes, some sort of laundry. She's shaking something out. Nope, she cast that one aside. Found another one. Shaking it out. Yes, yeah. She seems. She looks to be looking for something. I can't really tell. It's awful dark. There's maybe a bed in the corner. It looks like a bed, or maybe a crate. Something moving in there? No, I don't think so. I can't tell. It's
You know what? You're doing a great job. Give me a second.
Okay, I'm doing the best I can, sir.
I put the skull down. I pop phantasmal flotation, and I start going up.
Awesome. Up you go. This was the third floor window that he was on. So you're heading there?
Yeah.
Okay. You get there easily enough. You've got phantasmal flotation. Phantasmal flotation will not allow you to carry the skull. That's...
No, I put it down.
Okay. So it's sitting next to the door. Got it.
Yeah, it's within my reach. I can literally fall and hit it. So
sure.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, 30 feet down. Yeah. 10 foot per story. Okay. Up to the third floor. Looking in the window. You have dark vision, right?
I've got true sight. I've got I've got true sight or blind sight up to 15 feet. So
blind sight,
I can
not
definitely
true sight.
see everything.
Blind sight, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yes, the upper room seems to be, the third floor seems to be their bedroom. There are a couple of beds, 3 beds along the walls of this room. There are also just piles of linens all over the floor and crates stacked around the edges of the room. There's several of these crates. Ophelia is in the room and is pulling up linens of different sorts. Pulls up a blanket, looking at it, tosses it aside. I am going to need a stealth check because you're in the window watching her.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, you're just blatantly being there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Kahn has very much made his opinions and inhibitions known, and he does not care. If anything, it's going to frighten her. Because I am a winged gargoyle looking in her window, and she doesn't realize that I'm even part of the party.
She looks at you and struts over to the window and closes the blinds.
Oh my god.
I go up to the 4th floor. You're nothing to look at. Don't worry about it, sweetie.
Don't flatter yourself.
But he also finds it very strange that she wasn't afraid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she just like shut the windows. Rude. She was more irritated.
Which means, like, again, to him, that means that this is a more normal occurrence. That one, she's not afraid of. She's not abnormally against gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
She understands who they are, what they are. She knows them. And that they fly to her window often, or something flies to her window often, and she's not perturbed by something being on the 3rd floor window.
Sure enough. All right, 4th floor. This is the dome, the top of the windmill. The main rudder jets out, and the arms of the windmill are spinning at this level. Rather quickly, actually, with the wind as strong as it is.
Lost the music.
We lost the music. It died. I will try to recover it. but it will take a minute to do so. But
Oh, good.
this upper floor doesn't have a whole lot going on inside of it. It's mostly machinery that keeps the windmill running. Though more crates piled up around all of the corners here. More of them. Of those same crates, probably 3 feet by 4 feet, 4 foot by 4 foot, roughly in that range. Like wooden crates just jammed up in here for storage for later. A barrel or two. There's no windows, so you're having to like peek in between the material, the mechanics to get into to see into this upper room. This is like storage and machinery. While you're considering all of that, let's pop over to Jalin really quick, who followed the footsteps into the woods, right? Or away from the house, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yes.
The footsteps lead down around the side of what was perhaps a garden, now covered by blankets. Behind the shed, there's a kind of along the back of the shed, there's an array of tools, a scythe, a axe, a handful of implements like this, just strapped up. A few seem to be missing at the moment, and the footsteps head down the hill away from the house. Not far away, but away. Following?
Does it go past the fence as it does this?
It does not. It stays within the fence line. It just goes down kind of.
I'll follow that trail then.
Awesome. The footsteps lead down the hill. There's more trees. The trees inside the fence line seem shapely, nice trees, trimmed, cut to aesthetic perfection. In fact, even through the rather absurd weather, it's a little nicer in this part. More like going through a little winter wonderland than a horrific blizzard. And the footsteps lead down to this area where there are just lines and lines of, it's hard to tell what, square maybe boxes with tarps over of them, blankets over each, probably a dozen of them in each direction. The footsteps seem to go around the corner. You don't see the owner of those footsteps at the moment, but you do see these boxes with tarps over them.
Some of those are plants or something.
They are all approximately 4 to 5 feet tall. They're pretty big boxes. Each one has its own thick blanket over it.
I'll leave them be. I'm assuming those are plants. I am gonna follow the trail though, but I am gonna do stealth with it.
Okay.
I don't want to be seen by her.
Perfect. Make the stealth check. I didn't hear a number. Did you give me a number?
I didn't give you one yet. 16.
16. All right. Damn. Okay. He rolls. You're stealthy. Shadow in the night. Moving along. The footsteps, you're following them along. They go to each crate and stop. And on to the next one and stop. And go on to the next one and stop. And on to the next one and stop. And on and on and on. All the way down. You're following them, and then there's another row. You go around the corner, and it's like another dozen heading that way. They've got quite a few. As you're going along, you hear a rustling noise off ahead of you, and you see a young woman, short, dark hair, no cloak of any sort. She's just wearing the same commoner clothes that the other one did. And she's pulling a blanket out of a large pack and tossing it over the thing and looking under it, and kind of angrily spits, puts the blanket back down, tucks it in around the corners, and moves to the next crate, throws another blanket over it. She's clearly frustrated by the task. She's probably 30 feet away from you at this point, just covering each of these crates. You can't see what's beyond her. However,
I'm gonna do another arcane
Sketch.
However, what? Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go in first.
I was going to say, however, you are unseen, and you are 30 feet back, or kind of peeking around the tree line corner to see her. And you a couple times hear some odd noises, just odd noises here and there.
What do they sound like?
Maybe an animal, maybe something rustling, maybe something moving, crunching, crackling noises. Noises
I'll do
like
Arcane Sense again.
that. Hit it.
Nat 20.
Ooh, baby.
That's the one we needed. All right.
Tell me what
What's
we
the
want to
total?
know, DM Daddy.
What's the total?
That's a good question. 26.
All right. Arcane Sense generally requires a touch of the implement, but
Oh, roboting.
Oh, I'm roboting. Give it a second. I'll get back to normal. Tell me when I'm back to normal.
You're good. You're good
All
now. You're good now.
So
It was just for like a couple words.
Arcane Sense requires a touch. However, quite separate from Arcane Sense, there is a Arcana check that you can make that has a 22 DC. With an Arcane check over 22, you see the other sister down there throwing blankets over each of the crates. And you kind of peer at her and you're trying to sense whatever's coming off of her, and there is something quite powerful, quite profound, just emanating from her. It is hidden very well, weaving in with the entirety of the space around you, almost as if she is part of the space around you. And it is of a fey, strange fey nature. There is just crackling, powerful magic radiating off of her. Once you kind of click in and like, oh, this is fey shit, like putting the right filter on, all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, she's got some juice, like some serious juice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sneak on back.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of you see that, you kind of shuffle back a little bit, still under that stealth check, and don't recognize she doesn't recognize you, and you hear more kind of noises, almost like just grump noises off from the crates that you're hiding kind of alongside of, all under blankets.
I'm gonna peek at one of them.
Sure. You pull the sheet aside, and inside is a boy, probably teenage age, bound up, gag over his mouth, got a cloak over his shoulder, eyes wide, looking. Just.
I'm gonna pull Sergey out.
There's a great danger of giving away your position if you light the sun sword up right now.
I don't give a shit. I'm pulling Sergey up. I'm gonna initiate flight, and I'm gonna ambush the bitch.
Oh my god. Okay. You're rushing in.
Yup. I have the element of surprise.
You too. As you pull out the sword and rush in, she's gonna, as the light just sheds the whole area in light, and you fly up over these crates like some unholy angel coming to wreak vengeance. Goes, oh, what the fuck? And she like moves to respond to the threat very agilely. What was once a fit and tough woman with short hair, but a woman in common clothes, her back kind of haunches, the pale skin leaks from her face.
Hi, Graven.
And and just oily muck drips from her hair, and she goes, "What are you doing in my fucking area? Get out of here!" You're gonna have to roll initiative. I'm gonna give you advantage on initiative. Surprise isn't exactly the right thing because you have a glowing fucking sword from 30 feet away. That's not surprise. That's
Yeah.
But I will give you advantage on initiative. That seems like a fair bit.
14.
14. Somebody make a note of this because I think it's going to become a thing later.
14 or advantage?
13. No. I got it. No worries. 13. You have the initiative roll on this one. Go ahead, make your first round. What do you want to do? We're gonna be jumping screens here pretty quickly, but go ahead. We'll do a round.
That's an excellent question.
You are 30 feet away. It'll take your whole movement to get to her. I'm afraid I don't have a map for their yard of cages.
Yeah.
But
so it'll take my whole movement, and do I go right up to her?
With your full movement, yes, you would move right up to her. There she is.
Okay. Let me see.
Yo, DM.
Yep.
Doc didn't know what the powder was, but I might want to make a tincture of speed. And the enhancement on the character sheet is the enhancement item you wrote is cocaine. I don't think that is in the D&D world, but it's in the book. So
yes, you can absolutely use
Got it.
the powder that you found to make an enhanced tincture of speed. Absolutely.
Suspicious.
Okay.
White powder.
Enhanced tincture
We
of
need to
speed.
find something better than cocaine for that.
Well,
Noted.
Yeah. Will that be the
Um,
whole usage of the strange white powder?
I think so. That's a pretty powerful thing.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
You might be able to acquire some
I don't
more.
think it. I don't think.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's 10 hits her.
10 does not. You swing in. You don't have extra attack or anything like that?
Well, I'm trying to check for that right now, but I'm not seeing anything like that. Okay.
Nope.
I
I don't think you do.
suppose I can.
10 does not hit. You have a bonus action.
Wait, I also got my high heels. I forgot.
I'd let you make a bonus
But
action
I
attack
also
with
do
your
get
high
the
heel.
But I do get a poison dagger too, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Poison dagger? Go for it.
Yeah.
Make that attack roll.
Nat 1. That's not hitting.
Nope. Swing. Despite her kind of haunch nature, she is still young and agile, and she just dodges out of the way of one, dodges out of the way of the other.
All right.
She's going to take one turn, then we're going to jump back to the rest of the party. She reaches out a hand kind of straight at you, and does one of two things as soon as my page loads.
One of these things.
Yeah. It won't be enough. It's fine. Gosh, she has so many things she can do. She's gonna plane shift. She's only Doc and
I am.
and Bella who are out in the yard. She's gonna plane shift. She
Oh,
runs
yeah.
a hand over the air in front of you and
So before she does that,
yeah.
I could use a reaction, the Mage Slayer reaction, to make a weapon attack.
Yes, you can. Let's go.
The spell does still go off, but
You can
she
make the
gets
attack first.
fucked. So
Yeah, make that attack.
I'm gonna take a break. This is happening.
All right. Yeah, we didn't do a break.
it's
Did
not
we?
my round.
We're coming up to the end here.
I do not think it's like that.
I'm sorry. What was it?
I do not think it's 6 hits.
It does not. Another swing, and she's right into the ethereal realm. She goes, and is out of sight. Kahn and V, you're on the first floor.
She's not.
Yeah, I'll give you a minute to think about that. Kahn and V are on the first floor. Doc is in the bathroom. Kahn is outside. V is inside. You don't know what's going on with Jalin. Jalin just here. No, sorry. Sorry. Kahn's at the top floor. Yeah. V is at the first floor. I haven't heard from V in a while. What's going on with you?
Morgan. Right, I was kind of testing them. Now I'm left with only Morgan downstairs, right?
It's you and Morgan, and she's
the one
visibly
is upstairs doing stuff.
That is correct. And Morgan is visibly agitated. And she's just like cleaning and shifting things around and just like not sitting still at the moment.
You know what? I'm gonna press the matter. You know, funny thing, Morgan. A raven outside brought me this skeletal hand. It looks oddly like a child's hand. I would know bones.
Oh! How morbid. How disgusting. How horrific. I'm quite appalled. Really, there are terrible things in the woods, I must say. There are terrible things out there. I'm so glad that we're safe here in our sweet little windmill. I'm so sorry that you had to come across that awful thing.
Oh no, I love bones. It doesn't bother me. I
That's
collect
rather
them
disturbing.
for fun.
That's incredibly disturbing. I really would prefer. I think it's probably poor form to carry that child's hand around. Maybe you should, you know, put it to rest or something. Anyway, leave it with me. I'll take care of it.
Do not. I collect them for fun.
But that's
Grab your own.
Child's hand. Isn't that morbid or something? Very well. As you wish, I suppose. Her deception check is ludicrously low, and you already know. She's not happy about it, but she's not happy about it.
I think
she's got to make an insight.
Kahn would have worked his way down, not finding anything hyper interesting.
Sure. Work your way down.
Just side note while it's happening.
Yeah. As you make your way down to the front door, you kind of step back in. Are you leaving the skull outside?
Yeah, so I don't step in. I definitely don't enter the building.
Okay.
I kind of get at the door, and I go... I just been watching. I'm just standing at the door with my wings, just being a creep.
Alright.
I think for Bones too. He carries a big skull. It's okay,
Yeah.
we are bone lovers here.
Yeah, we love to get boned.
I see it. Very well.
Chestnut.
At that time, Ophelia will... Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, hey V, have you seen Doc?
Nah, he's a shifty little cat. Maybe he fell through the pipes.
Oh.
Doc's in the main kitchen area, right?
Came out of
He
the
came out
bathroom?
of the bathroom?
You came out
Yeah,
of
yeah.
You're back
Oh,
in.
okay, never mind. I see him then. Just JK.
Okay.
He was sitting at a table.
Kind of in the corner.
Quietly.
Oh, not
You'll see
invisible
him.
anymore.
There he
Cool,
is.
cool, okay.
Right. He was only invisible for like 1 minute, which
Yeah.
was enough to
Okay.
like go upstairs
All right,
quickly and
gotcha.
come back down into the bathroom.
Yeah,
But if I can now say something about what Doc is doing.
Sure.
yes.
He's looking. All right. Doc speaks Sylvan, so I would like to make a check. Would I have noticed anything particularly Fey-like in the surroundings? Being someone who speaks the language, I feel like there would be some indication of familiarity about Fey creatures. Maybe I could make an intelligence check.
Yeah, I'd say you could make an intelligence
like a
check.
history or something.
I like history or arcana. Either one seems reasonable to me.
Okay. I don't have a high intelligence, but I will make it anyway. Well, I rolled a nat 20 minus 1, so
Yeah, baby.
that is good as I can ask for right now.
Yeah. You speak the language. You know, this is an old windmill. It's got like signs and artwork. They've been kind of like, they've got little portraits on the walls. They've got things they've been using to decorate. And you noticed along the way several characters in Sylvan. You know, a letter here, a letter there, a letter there. And as you're going down, this is on a nat 20. On a nat 20, there is a incredibly powerful Fey. You, through all of these letters, you're able to detect, like, they're all working together. As is the way with Fey stuff. There's an incredibly powerful Fey presence and spell upon this entire place and its inhabitants. Something about this place. Okay. Actually, I would go so far as to say that given that piece and that you speak Sylvan, nothing you have seen is likely to be true. That's kind of what you're thinking right now. It's like nothing that you have seen is likely to be true, given the amount of little markers that you've noticed.
He speaks up to Morgan. Is she still present with us?
Yeah, she's sitting in the main room, kind of busying, tidying around, visibly irritated, but doing her thing.
Say, Morgan, I'm always making potions and concoctions, and I got a recipe that calls for some honey, but I seem to be out of honey at the moment. Would you be a honey and fix me up some if you've got some in the kitchen?
Honey, I can take a look. Honey, yes, I'm sure I've got some honey somewhere. Give me a moment to. Yes, of course. She starts going through the pantries.
While that's happening, I'm gonna go tell V. V's here, but is Kahn back from?
Yes.
Me and Kahn are here.
Standing out, literally in the doorway. Not in the building, but he's standing at the doorway with his phantasmal wings floating, just being like,
He's gonna do one of those, like, mouthing the word Fae and trying to, like, hand motion.
Fae. Kahn's gonna be like, gay? Why, I don't care if they're gay.
Wait, gay? What's that got to do with anything?
Doesn't matter. Kahn's gonna look over at V and be like,
he's like, no.
Hey guys, I think something's happening to the skull outside. I think we need to look at it real quick. Team meeting.
And he says, I'll be there in just a minute. I'm getting an ingredient.
Oh, while she's doing that, just come here real quick. I'll tell you a funny joke.
What kind of potion did you say you were trying to brew, dearie?
Oh, well, one that makes you real smart like.
Smart like. Oh, I've got just the thing. Honey, you said. No, here, I got you.
When Doc and V get within 5 feet of Kahn, I need to know.
Okay. V, are you following Kahn outside?
No, actually. Since Doc just said about a minute, I'm actually gonna, and she's not in the same room with us, right? She just stepped.
Ophelia went upstairs.
Ingredients.
She's in the same room.
No,
she's going through the cabinets. Yeah, Morgan's here. She's going through the cabinets looking for it.
Yeah, everyone's in the same room.
The map is accurate.
Okay. In that case, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna start heading towards the door, but... And, like, ostentatiously just say, yeah, I'm gonna head out for a little bit, be right back, and I cast Blink.
Ooh.
Okay. Boom, you're blinking. V is technically within 5 feet of you.
Like, everybody in my party right now is acting more and more suspicious and more...
Yeah.
That is fair.
Doc.
So Blink puts
yeah.
me in. Yeah.
Yeah, Blink puts you into the ethereal
Okay,
realm, in and out.
Yeah.
Doc, as Morgan turns around and pulls out a little bottle of honey, labeled honey. It looks perfectly golden and amber, and hands it to you and says, "Here you go, dear. It's running a little low, but I think it will do just fine. I hope it serves you well. Honey, what a strange ingredient. But I'm glad you've got it. Oh, Ophelia, you're back." And around this time, Ophelia's coming down the stairs with her arms full of blankets. I see Kahn's mouth moving, but I don't hear no words.
No, I'm waiting.
Okay.
I have
I'd
a
like
plan
to.
that I want to act on, and I can't do it yet, and it's killing me.
Should I medicine check the honey? I'm hoping it's Fey honey. Is the goal here?
If you'd like to medicine check it, you can.
That would
Though,
be cool.
at this
Dips
time,
his
you don't trust much of
Yeah.
anything. I'll tell you that you've identified Fey, which means this is likely to look, taste, smell, and behave like honey, but you don't think it is, right? Like, all of the physical traits of this are likely to be under some sort of Fey, like, that's what you're suspecting right now. I think an Arcana check is more what you're looking for, of like, this isn't real, right? This is...
But what is Fey honey if not fake?
It might be. Fey honey is one of the ingredients, right?
Yeah. So is there a honey that is of the Fey of magical bees, or what does it mean in this context?
Yes, there is that. You could, I mean, sure, we can do the medicine check for that. I'm just saying that, like, she's handed you a vial
I
of
get what
something.
you're saying about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I understand that, but right, that's why I'm asking in the context of what you wrote for the potions here,
Yeah.
what the concoctions is Fey honey that was made by Fey people, in other words, not real honey, or is it made by some sort of Fey creature like a bee type thing?
If the question is, will this work to satisfy that requirement, then it's a medicine check. Absolutely.
Okay.
This
Cool.
might be something else, but will this qualify to satisfy that requirement? Then it's a medicine check. What is this actually would be more of an Arcana check.
I rolled another net 20. That's 2 in a row, dude.
Good
My dice are on
God.
fire.
Hell yeah!
Come on!
I swear, no hacks. Just throwing the dice on the table. 27.
You are
Hacker,
27.
I am reporting you for hacking.
Never trust a
For
program.
hagging.
Oh my
For
goodness.
hagging.
For hacking.
Yes, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, this
He's
is...
a medicine man. He dips his pinky into it and just touches it to his lip carefully.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is honey. This is Fey honey. Effectively.
It's Fey honey. Yeah.
This is Fey honey.
I'm making a tincture of focus
This particular...
with an enhancement.
Cool. You got it. Hell yeah. As you're kind of stirring it in, I will say this is Fey honey. But as is the nature with Fey things, there's something about this that seems off. This will function 100% how it is, but there is just something about this Fey honey, quote unquote, that seems real sus. And that's
Okay.
where, all right,
That's fine.
We'll just remember that for later.
But okay, is that in Doc's mind or is that above? Is that
No. That's in Doc's
what part of
mind.
the table is this on?
That's
Okay,
in Doc's mind.
if that's in Doc's mind, he's gonna stir in some elderberry syrup.
Okay. That's one of the concoction ingredients too, right? Or is
That's
that something
right.
different?
So the elderberry syrup would cure a condition such as blinded, deafened, charmed, frightened, or poisoned.
Sick. Awesome. This might have some sort of negative effect, but it might have some... You're making a real hodgepodge little potion here. We'll work it all out when the time comes. But as you're working on that, Ophelia comes downstairs with the blankets and trips a little bit and sets them down. She's like, All right. Well, I'm glad you'll all be warm for the evening. Ready for bed now, Mama? Morgan looks back to all of you and says, "Yeah, yes. We'll feel it. Best go check on Bella before heading to bed. Why don't you go check on her? I suspect you ought to go check on her real quick. I think it might be wise to do so."
You know what? You guys aren't dressed for the cold. Doc and I are. We'll go check on her because one of our guys already went out and he's probably lost drinking some crap because he's freaking dumb. Just stay here. If you actually could cook us something, that'd be great. Honestly, because I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, that's a very kind offer, but we really can't allow you to go out with them. It's far too cold, and really, your friends should be back already.
I know, that's why I'm telling you. He
trained for
probably slipped and busted his head, so it's just better. Honestly, I gotcha. You guys have been great hosts. Doc, come on, bud. And he goes to just like kind of help Doc come out of the house, and puts himself in between him and Doc and goes, "All right, little gals, we'll see you in a minute." And he kind of like pats Doc on the back and goes, "Run." And he's gonna turn around and he is going to do an action. He's going to cast Thunderwave and bring the whole place down.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Brutal.
What level is your Thunderwave?
It's first level. It's 2d6 in a 15-foot cone.
Absolutely counterspelled.
I knew it. I knew it. And the moment that happens, he's gonna shout, "I told all of you!" And he brings out his sword and he casts it again. Action surge.
Oh my god. Morgan counterspelled the first one. Ophelia will counterspell the second one. Boom, boom. That's 2 reactions spent.
You son of a gun. I hate you guys.
As
You guys are
they're-
the stupidest. I waited freaking 3 hours to do this. You suck.
Boom,
I'm
boom.
killing everyone.
Their skin, the pale light leaks out of it, and black and gray skin emerges. Boils and inky black hair. They haunch over and
Extra
the
attack.
illusion.
I'm attacking the building.
Attacking the building.
Go, do it.
Damn.
That's
Don't
2
worry, I'm
spells
already
spent.
rolling my dice, my friend.
Go.
It is
Oh.
a...
I'm sorry. This is what they would do. I can't help you.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Do what you'll do. Fuck these bitches up.
It's a 11 to hit on the building.
That hits. The buildings have a DC of 10.
And then I'm doing 2d8.
You're trying to just
Or no, I'm sorry.
crumple the
2d6,
wall.
Sorry. Oh, I'm crumbling the building. It's coming down.
You're trying to just break the wall.
5.
Okay. It's got a lot of hit points. We'll see how you do.
100%. 6.
Yeah, it's a building.
6 plus
Do pickaxes have advantages against buildings?
And I do 1d10 of fire damage. Also, the building's now on fire.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the total
14
damage?
damage.
Give me the total damage.
Or-
14?
Yes.
14 damage. Building.
It's a lot of damage.
14 damage
Wow.
on fire. As the fire spreads, the two of them sort of hack and cackle. Look here, Daddy. We watch in with hospitality, and that's how you treat us.
Gaslighting bitches.
He goes, and that's why we always trust the Ravens.
And they both prepare to attack, and we are absolutely rolling initiative next week because I think we are over our time. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yep.
We are.
We'll start next week rolling initiative. Morgan.
I am
Oh.
so annoyed that did not work.
I'm gonna go ahead and replace their tokens. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's more like it. And let's get Ophelia on here.
We
too.
ain't got time for the battle.
You
No,
got time
definitely
for the
not.
battle. We'll fight some fucking hags.
I was trying so hard. So hard.
Too small.
Gosh.
I know. I'm
I was
so
getting the same. I was getting the same vibes as that mission in Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
where it was a hag.
I was trying
Yep.
not to be too heavy-handed there.
But I mean,
Was
that's
probably-
how they work.
It was the Ravens for me. That's when I was like, crap. We're up Cripps Creek,
I
boys.
was trying so hard with the Ravens. Like, somebody's gonna get this. But
What would?
we'll talk about it more next week.
I've been
On the Secrets of
to
Strahd.
the
keep your
pot
wits
lady's
about
house.
you.
I know how she
Keep
does.
keep your wits about you on your own adventures through the mist.
About
There we
you
go.
said it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Ah, I got really fucked up there.
You said it right the first time.
Keep
The
your
wits and the
bits-
mists and the
midsts and the bits.
The
and
bits.
Don't trust no hags.
the bits and the mitts.
Yeah, keep your bits of wits you on the own admisters through the event.
Adventures.
What you should be aware of your bits. If the wind takes your bits, you're gone.
Oh yes, I'm
That's
lost.
Loose bits there.
Waiting room.
Yikes. You get bigger.
Transition.